Hey guys, Faye Wonderland here with another witchy video. Um, I have right now I'm wearing a handmade piece I made by myself. Got all the materials from Joann's. I'm not trying to. Joann's isn't sponsoring me for this. I'm just saying this is where I got most of my materials. Not most. Some of them I got from Hot Topic, like these stones and stuff. Um, but I have here skulls, flowers, cute bows. I think it's cute. I made it for festival this summer. But anyway, today's video is gonna be about patron gods and goddesses. Now, what is patron gods and goddesses first and foremost? Well, put it simply, patron god or goddess is your main bro, like your main god or goddess that you pay homage to, that you pray to, that you call on for help, assistance, aidance. When you're feeling, for me personally, a patron god is somebody I can like talk to when I'm feeling, low down, when I don't got nobody to talk to. I guess the concept is similar to that of the Abrahamic faiths, or of worshiping the one God. But since I am of pagan faith, I worship multiple gods, not just one. Sorry, Bluetooth headphones. But yeah. So my personal patron, I've been worshiping for like almost, I want to say, so let me throw a little tiny story out there. I want to say I've been worshiping this patron god since I was a child, and I say this because every time I felt in danger, or I just felt alone or whatnot, as like a little baby, like 3-4 years old, I remember, I don't know how I knew his name, or I didn't really have a name for them when I was a baby, but when I got able to read and write on my own, I automatically, it came to me. So the patron I'm talking about is Zeus, by the way. And I know Zeus, he has a horrible rap. He's a rapist. He's a misogynist. He's a horrible. In when we talk about him in history and things like that. But bestiality, turning into a swan and impregnating something, all that stuff. But yeah, like I don't know why my parents, before they left me, they left me with a name that means the power of Zeus. And I felt like they did that on purpose to tell me, like, just to tell me, give me some subtle clues about, to know myself and where I came from, and things like that. Not necessarily, we're not Greek, we're not Arab or anything. We're, Americans. But yeah, that's the name they gave me. And then I learned that when I was much older. I didn't know that, but I was having Zeus as my patron when I was younger. And like in my other video, I showed you guys my tattoo. This is the planetary symbol for Jupiter, the Greek version or Roman version of Zeus. I got this tattooed by one of my older co-workers. I'm not gonna slash boss. They're my boss, actually. I'm not gonna say their name. But they also practice Hellenic paganism, which also I practice as well. But yeah, I think it's an amazing tattoo. They did a good job. I appreciated that the tattoo was done by a fellow pagan, which is hella rare. Like I can't get that. Anyway, back on topic. So a patron god or goddess is your main dude that you worship. A lot of people, a lot of their altars is basically their altar is to that patron that they celebrate or that are celebrating, yeah, celebrate, worship or whatnot, call on for that. Me personally, I'll do another video of showing my altar. My altar is basically a catch-all for all of the gods and goddesses that I call on or worship in my life, for me personally. But yeah, patron is someone, a god or goddess that you feel really powerfully drawn to. You don't know why. Like, for example, say if you're drawn to Hecate, um, like, you know, you notice a lot of signs from them, and you just feel a strong connection to Hecate. And I know a lot of Hecate followers. Hecate is very popular because she is. I'm gonna say they because like I don't like putting genders to gods and goddesses because um, you know, man may have written the genders, but you know, who knows? Like the god or goddess may not identify as that. But off topic, Hecate, they are basically, just to summarize it in like a couple sentences, they are the goddess for witchcraft, for the underworld, for the dead, for those who are without a support. Hecate is there. Hecate is that goddess for that. In magic and stuff like that, they're very popular. I also pay homage to Hecate myself because I am practice witchcraft. So yeah, or for example, if you feel a strong pull toward Ra or something like that, or you feel a connection to, you know, any god or goddess that, you know, is out there, you know, you feel it, you know, feel a strong pull to an African god or a goddess or a hoodoo god or goddess, you know, that's what a patron is. Someone you feel a special connection to. You may not feel it with the Abrahamic faith god, but you may feel it with some other god. So that's essentially what a patron is. Patron, you know, the site Patreon. Patron, the word itself, is basically someone who supports. So it's the god or goddess that supports you, who's there for you, got your back, you know. So yeah, so that's my little splurge about that. Me personally, my patron, like I said, is Zeus. I also worship Hecate, like I said. Dionysus is huge for me. Hermes is also. I'm actually planning on getting a tattoo on this arm of Hermes, and Hermes tattoo. I think it's the symbol for Mercury, but I might be wrong. But yeah, I might get that on my arm for the next tattoo. Like this is my only tattoo. Like, I've decided that my tattoos, is going off topic of the video, but I've decided that the tattoos that I get will be of pagan / witchy type tattoos. But yeah, that's just me personally. But yeah, that's the video. That's a blurb about what a patron is. Write down at the bottom, comment who your patrons are. I'd love to hear about them. And yeah, that's the video. Happy witching all, and stay cool. Be safe.